Odyssey. I have very mixed feelings about this game, but I always like to revisit it every now and then, just to kind of see if my feelings still remain after coming out in, I think, 2019. I don't have my camera on today just because I didn't feel like it. Um, I'm just here to do a little bit of commentary here and there, and then I'm right now focusing on taking down the Obsidian Islands. I've already done a playthrough of Odyssey several times, so I'm very aware of the story. So I'm just kind of playing as I feel like it. So you might see me kind of like rush through some parts or not really pay attention to many side quests. But so I'm trying to get the cultist where you have to weaken the Obsidian Islands. Mainly because when you get this branch of the cultist, there's awesome armor. So has great assassin stats. So that's what I'm doing. So right now, you're gonna see me just take down this fort and try and weaken them so we can draw them into naval battle. Oh shit. Yeah. Beach. Okay. So, how does everyone feel about Assassin's Creed Odyssey? I feel like it's one of the most dividing games in the Assassin's Creed, whatever you want to call it, series. I mean, Unity obviously has a lot of varying opinions where I think it's also pretty divisive, but Odyssey, to me, in my mind, gets the most flack because I think the main thing people say, which I am also in the opinion of, it's a bad AC game. I don't even really like that Assassin's Creed is really even associated with it, other than the fact that it has a few assassiny like things. There's really nothing in lore that sticks out in this series. I also thought it was super weird to make Assassin's Creed Origins, and then they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna make a prequel," and go back. I, to this day, will say that Assassin's Creed Odyssey started with someone saying, "You know what would be a really cool setting to do Assassin's Creed in is ancient Greece," and then someone on the writers team like Darby McDevitt would be like, that doesn't make any sense. And they're like, but this would be a really cool game. And they're like, fair. You know, it made a ton of money. It really refined the RPG mechanics that was introduced in Assassin's Creed Origins. And, I won't lie, the combat is pretty sexy. I mean, it looks great. I love being able to, just take down guard like this. Boom. Yeah. Boom. I mean, like, all those mechanics look great. In next-gen consoles, I'm playing on a PS4 right now. But in, like, PS5 and new Xbox, whatever you call it, is 60 FPS, which is really nice. I've seen the gameplay. It looks really smooth. Ooh, shit. There's a guy over there I was not expecting. You know what? We're gonna... Okay, so you're probably wondering, why did I highlight the fire first thing, the signal fire? So I always go for this and then sabotage it. That's what I always do. Every single time I approach a fort, the same way. Because it's just such an awesome failsafe to go back on. You don't have to worry about mercenaries scouting you out. But so here's what I'll say about Assassin's Creed Odyssey, other than okay, I clearly did this, and I am fairly high right now, so I did not realize that I already sabotaged that. We're gonna just kill some of these guys. So there's a couple things that like I have some really big gripe about with Odyssey though. So I mean it's just mainly it just doesn't really have anything to do with the series. Like it I mean people bring up the Isu part of it, but I just personally to me I always thought the Isu storyline was like really a secondary thing in the franchise. Like it was really about the Assassin Templar conflict, and when they brought in this whole Isu background to kind of link the modern day to the historical, like why are all this important in the end to the people in the Animus? So they bring, you know, the whole Isu lore. And the first Assassin's Creed did have a heavy sci-fi element to it. That's absolutely true. But, I mean, just... The one thing I'll say, though, in terms of Odyssey to the new game, Valhalla, is that, oh my god, the stealth is actually 1,000 times better. It's amazing. You know, you think like this game where I'm like literally, I'm not an assassin with a hood, although you can get like armor with that. You know, even the Shroud of Penelope, like early on in the story, you have a hood. This is all before the hidden ones. You know, this is all before the assassins. And then the only big link is Cassandra's like vision, you know, that she has, where she sees like all the assassins basically in history, which I don't remember that well, to be honest. So here's what I do also respect AC Odyssey for. It brought back my desire to play the series again. Like, I was like, oh my god, this is an awesome game. I want to go back and play, you know, some of the older games. And while the older games were nothing like what I played, it was a good time. Okay. So I am getting a little restless here, so I need to start like really getting into some combat and killing some people. So yeah, I mean for me, this game, like I have fun playing it. You know, I did like a playthrough of it, but compared to Valhalla, I did not nearly have as much as fun as Valhalla. Okay, so my major gripes about Valhalla is one, the eagle is fucking useless. Your eagle points you in a general area to look, which is much more realistic. I will give it that, but I do not care. I wanted the eagle vision. That's what I like. Boom. Okay. I mainly like to be sneaky in forts, especially when there's like a leader within the fort. Okay, yeah, we're gonna kill this motherfucker. I love the mechanics in this too. But yeah, so Valhalla to me felt like um, Ubisoft was like, "Hey, so we made a fuck ton of money playing, doing Odyssey, huh? So we're gonna make even more money doing this Viking thing because like everyone loves Vikings right now. You know, this whole series on History Channel is doing good. Vikings are just hot right now." And like right after doing like Misthios, and Sparta, nothing to do with Assassin's Creed. Not even really a plausible idea. But let's just do Vikings because that's just what's hot. So yeah, the one thing I'll say though is that Odyssey like has no remnants of like assassins really, like hardly at all. It's crazy that they even really have this looped in, other than the fact that you have the same modern day protagonist as Origins, and like the remnants here and there, and occasional Easter eggs that they threw in. But Valhalla, on the other hand, has like this very like surface level. Yeah, let's throw in some AC shit in there, because like we really want to make a Viking game, but like at the same time, we have to have some kind of AC shit in it. We want to call it AC. So yeah, that's what it is. I know for people who are not huge Assassin's Creed fans, this probably sounds very trivial, but I don't know. Yeah, cool. Boom. Yeah, let's get into some combat, baby. Woo. You dead. Yeah, see that combat is just sexy. Whoop. The I mean, that's just awesome though. I mean, it's just way too easy. Whoop. Oh Jesus. Okay. Yep, you're dead. Okay. Then you're going down. Oh, dude, I'll take down that bounty hunter too. I don't even give a shit. Yeah. Dude, parrying in this game, though, is so fucking easy. It's so satisfying, though. Okay. Cool. Dude, those overpower attacks are awesome, man. Woo. Dope. Cool. I love that, man. I'm gonna bring the cultists out. Cultist battle right away. Okay, so what other critiques do people usually have about Odyssey? I'd probably say like the side content, which is like I think a legit, I don't know, sometimes legit complaint. So I will say that as a diehard like old school AC fan, I I'm not actually a huge fan of open worlds. I know that's kind of controversial to say in this day and age, but I just, I like linearity, if that's a word, in games. I like the idea that I can just go through a story and I can beat a game. Like I like the satisfaction of like quote unquote beating a game, like not just like picking it up week after week just to play. But I know that's not exactly how everyone feels. And don't get me wrong, like there are times I do like games where I can just, play, I guess, occasionally. But it's not my preference. And that might be just also me, getting older as well too, and just kind of wanting to treat a game like a project, like I'm gonna work on it for a while, complete it, and then move on, to something else. And to tell you the truth, that really is, I think, the way I approach most games. Okay, let's see here. So I'm assuming I should go for the Athenian side. So, but, my favorite AC game is, I would probably say it's a toss-up between Unity or Black Flag. No, it's definitely Black Flag. Black Flag, like, just the story was amazing. Like, Edward was an amazing character, had amazing character development. Um, and then Unity, to me, is what modern day Assassin's Creed should be like. I think they should have just got better at Unity. They could have made a better storyline. They could have, they could have did a couple things to refine the combat, but in my opinion, like that felt like what Assassin's Creed should be like. And I like the skill tree in Odyssey here. Valhalla doesn't seem like anything makes a difference.
I've heard a lot about you,
I'd rather leave that.
Then maybe just lend
When do we set out?
right away.
And I, Valhalla just, the one thing I did like the Hidden Blade back. That was pretty cool. Even though the mechanics are so slow, I love the assassin mechanics, I would say, in 3. But Black Flag is also pretty cool. But I will say for Odyssey it was different. It was really different from the other games, even Valhalla.
I have sailed past the sirens and into the mouth of Poseidon himself. The waves bow to me in fear.
Let's go!
We should stay back, unless you are looking for a fight.
I am looking for a fight.
Get ready to fire! Ready to shoot!
Come on. Bam. And boom. Woo, boy, yeah.
Ready to shoot! Let's move! Archers, take your guard! More speed! Full power! Increase speed! Fast as we can!
It's one of thousands.
Faster! Increase speed! We're at full speed!
I think we're out of danger here.
Oars at the ready! Let's go! We're moving now! Archers! Ready! Keep up the speed!
Don't think they can pull the oars any faster. Getting your aim.
Faster! Archers! Get ready! Taking fire!
What?
Onward! Full speed! Archers to the front! Hit them with your spear! Archers! We need you! Arrows at the ready! Fire! Need to fire! Throwers! Go! Hey, movement! Archers! Ready! Where to go? Follow me and make them pay!
So we failed the conquest battle, but we're still gonna kill this cultist. I love the ship battles on Odyssey. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Black Flag is like go with.
find them. I have questions about your family. See you. Yes.
Sorry about that, guys. I just was not really interested.
Forward! Fight them for all your worth!
Alrighty, I think I am about done. I'm probably gonna, I don't know, play something else. I'm kind of bored. We just killed that cultist, so that was a good time. Let's reveal the other cultist.
The stories will tell of how I killed Poseidon with his own
Nice.
and threw his fucking head to the sharks.
See, like, I think that that's cool, but I wish that they would have did, like, the confession corridor things, you know, that they did in the previous games with this. So, alright, well, I hope you liked listening to me bitch a little bit about Odyssey, Valhalla, and about all the other Assassin's Creed games, and kind of praise some of the others. But, all in all, I enjoy Odyssey. I think it's a good time. I don't think it's the best reflection of the storyline and series, but I do think it offers some compelling elements in gameplay. It's a good time. You know, it's a fairly long story. I felt like the first playthrough, you know, I had a blast. It's kind of campy, like the Ezio games, where it's funny on certain parts, and, you know, characters like Alcibiades, you know, I mean, there's no story of him being, you know, that over the top. And in this game, he's just outrageous. I mean, it's it almost like he's like basically like Marquis de Sade from Unity, but like on cocaine, like just topped up. You know, he's always fucking everything that moves and is not shy about it. But when it comes down to you know, the latest installment, Valhalla, I would definitely say I'm surprised at how much success has come out of it. But at the same time, it's selling to, you know, the mass amount of crowd of, you could like this game if you like Assassin's Creed sometimes, or you could also like this game if you just want to play a Viking game. But, you know, the one thing I'll say about AC Odyssey is that it does offer some cool stealth when, you know, it's the way its detection is, and the combat is pretty sexy. So, thanks for listening, and have a great night.